How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Styrene Relics. I'm Paul, and I guess I'm going to answer Don Pigot's question over at Don's Garage. Uh, what got us wanting to do a video channel on YouTube, and what do we expect out of it? I guess, a little bit different than everybody else as to why we got started. I got started on this. It had nothing to do with model cars. Absolutely zero. And that sounds weird. But about 11 years ago, my little brother, Mark, was fooling around with YouTube, and he had a little camera, and then he had a little phone, and then he had another little camera, and he was taking pictures while he was out driving over the road, semi truck, and then he'd take some other pictures here and there, and it was pretty much, some of it was geared to me. You know, I could keep up with him, and he kept pestering me to do it, and I'm like, man, I know nothing about that stuff. I couldn't do it. There's no way I can do it. And so anyways, about 4 years ago, Mark passed, and then fast forwarding, January of last year, I was sitting around here. I had some time off from work, Christmas time, and it was getting ready to go back to work. And I'm sitting around and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to do a quick little video. If nothing else, this way it'll show my kids something about me. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I started showing a couple of model kits, not planning on that was going to be my channel. Not at all. I had no idea what I was going to do. I just wanted to leave something for my kids to see me, hear my voice, and that kind of stuff. So that's how it initially started. And it was because of Mark. I mean, I can go back to his channel now, and I hear his voice, and it's just a warm feeling that I get seeing that. So without getting all sappy and crazy, that's really why I got started. It had absolutely nothing to do with models. It was pretty much something that I wanted to leave for my family. Where do I want to go now that I've got this going? It has everything to do with models. It's funny how this stuff works, guys. You think you might have an idea which way you want to go, and then the next thing you know, things change. And if you want to do the work, it's there for you, and there's people there that'll help you. I had a bunch of kits sitting around in these cases, and I just thought, well, I'll just start showing them, and I didn't. I got the channel up and running, and then I backed off it. This was January 1 or January 2 of last year. And there it sat. And I'm thinking, well, I've got to do something. Yeah, I got work, and work got busy. And there it sat, and it sat idle until June 11th of last year. That was Mark's birthday. So I drug out his semi-truck and bulldozer, and I thought, you know what, just as a tribute, I'm just going to throw that out. And I did. And Rob over at Papa's Model Car Garage, or Model Car Room, he saw it and gave me a shout out. And that meant the world to me. I don't know why, but it did. It was just a dumb little shout out. I mean nothing by dumb. I just mean it was just a simple little shout out. And it just turned everything around for me. So I'm sitting here and now it's January again. You would think that would be a whole year for me, but I'm not counting that first 6 months because I just got it up and running. So I'm not saying I've been up for a whole year. I'm not saying that until June 11th. June 11th rolls around, I'll be up for a year is the way I'm looking at it because I really got started then. And I look and I'm at 800 subscribers. That just blows me away. Completely blows me away. I have had a lot of stuff go on this past year, family-wise, and I've been unable to do a lot of builds, which I don't mean anything that I can't. I just have had a lot of stuff going on, and there wasn't any time to build. Now I have that time, and so anyways, we're jumping back on that. So it just blows me away that I can get that many subscribers that quickly. And so I humbly thank each and every one of you guys. I really do, because it means so much. It really does. It touches my heart. It just makes me feel so good that there's people out there that really like what you do and want to help. And I try to do the same. I try to find guys that need a little boost, and I try to do that. Lately, I haven't been able to. I got a lot of stuff going, but it's nothing that anybody else hasn't got. It just haven't. It's hard getting back out there when there's so many people out there now, and that's cool. That's just so great because there's so much more stuff that can be learned and it can be gelled together. And hopefully, some of these guys that the manufacturers making kits, they'll start saying, "Hey, you know what? There's these guys out there, and they're wanting us to build, Pinto station wagons, and there's a bunch of them out there. So next thing you know, they're popping them out. If we start telling them what we want, I think we can get some new stuff out there, because not all the new people out there want to build a 66 Chevy 2. Not anything against that, but the kids nowadays, they're not wanting to build that. I'm sure. I mean, that's not the car that they grew up with. That's not the car that they see. Guys like us do. So we need to help them get involved. So I'm going to try to, my goal, let's put it this way, I've got a couple of things. My goal within this year coming up is to broaden my horizons, bases, I don't know. I want to dabble into a few other things that's out there that I normally don't. Does that mean drifters? Does that mean rally cars? It might. I don't know. I was already looking at Gundams. But it's just not my bag. I mean, everybody does something different. So I'm not ruling it out. I can't find my niche in there yet. Might be, who knows. So the other thing is, my wife bought me a paint booth, and I'm jumping ahead of the game here. I was going to do a video after a while on that. She bought me a paint booth, and so my game plan is to step up my game on my paint. I've been wanting to do that for quite a while now. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. So my goal this year is to open up my horizons to thinking outside of my box, my normal, meaning, I might build something that might be a little bit different than what I get into. It might even be show rods or something like that. I've dabbled into that a little bit, but not a lot. And I definitely want to tackle doing a lot better paint jobs than I have been doing. Will I ever get to be show quality? That's not even, I'm not even going to try that. I mean, I want to do it as best I can, like everybody else. So that's really where I stand on that. I just want to make sure that everybody gets, I don't want to say their chance at it, but I want to make sure everybody feels comfortable at, starting a channel. Because, guys, if you're kicking around the idea of doing it, do it. I mean, it's work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. I'm at the point now, and I've always watched these guys, and everybody says, man, I'm having a hard time catching up on comments and stuff. I'm getting there as well. I mean, you figure if you get to working overtime, or you go on vacation, or you take a few days off, you come back, and man, there's no way you're subbed to so many people. And but that's a good thing, and I don't think it should be held against anybody that you don't get a response from someone. It did bother me for a little bit, and I kept saying to myself, I'm never going to do that. It's going to happen. It's just going to happen. There's going to be a point in time where you just can't keep up. There's no way you can keep up. You try your best. So let me just say right off the bat, if I don't respond to anybody, it's not because I don't care. I care like you wouldn't believe. This has changed 100% around, or 360 around for me. From had nothing to do with models to everything about it now. I just enjoy this community. Everybody's just